Hey everybody, Matt here with SalesChain University. It's pretty easy to get your records crossed when you're following up on existing business, whether that be upgrading a lease that already exists in the system or simply renewing it with the same machinery. No matter which is the case, you want to make sure that you're referencing that existing lease when you process that new deal with the client. This helps keep the chain of information connected, avoiding duplicity or discontinuity in your flow of data. Plus, it makes it easy for your managers or your warehouse staff to reference that lease when they're actually processing the deal and getting the order fulfilled. Today, I'm going to show you how to properly make a new proposal and order referencing an existing lease within the SalesChain system, otherwise known as upgrading an existing lease. Let's jump into the system. First thing I'm going to do is navigate from my home screen over to the accounts window. This might be in my favorites bar, or I may have to navigate over to my menu, down to accounts, and click on accounts within the dropdown. I'm going to close this menu for now. First thing I'm going to do is use the name box here to search for the account that we're working with today. Today we're going to work with 1E Europe. I'll search for the account and I'll click on the name of the account to drill down into it. Once I'm in the account here, I can scroll down and click on the Sales tab. Since we have a lead in the Sales tab, that means it's not only associated with the account, but it's associated with the lease. I can move over to the Book tab here and see that I do have a machine. It's not under contract, but I do have a lease number right here with this existing customer. So what I'll do to start the process, just like pricing any other proposal or order, I'll scroll up and I'm going to click on this document with a P on it here to start a new proposal. Instead of clicking on this big Create a New Proposal button, I'm going to click on this Select button right here, next to that lead with that 4275 number, which we can see is associated with that active lease. This is kind of the titular step in the process, making sure that you actually associate this new proposal we're making with this existing lease. So I'll click on Select, and I'll begin pricing my order like any other. So I'll move into my Products tab. I'm going to add a Canon color copier here. Once I've picked my products and I start to make my way through these tabs in the pricing process of this order, I'm going to make my way to the Finance tab. Here, you can notice that on the left-hand side, I have the ability to associate a lease with this order. It's good form to attach the lease here in the Finance tab as well, because it makes sure that that reference is on all of the paperwork that's generated. So I'll select the financing company, and I'll click Lookup. Now I can see that same lease associated with the account right here. So I'll check the box, and I'll hit Save in the bottom right corner here. So now that I've hit Save, and we see that lease number appearing in the upgrade pane here, as this order is returned to the back office, they'll associate that lease number with the order. To be even more specific, I can use this drop down here to select the upgrade type. So let's say it's an upgrade return, and I'll hit Save. Now that we've selected this, the back office people know that we've done an upgrade to return on this deal. Now if we navigate up to the top here and we click on Lead, we'll see that this lead has been associated with this lease number right here, and that it's still active. This lead may be associated with more than one lease if you have multiple leases active with this company, or if you're upgrading more than one lease on the same deal. The final step of the process that we recommend is going back into the account and revisiting this Book tab that we had open below earlier. From here, I can click on the lease number and change this status to upgraded. Of course, you can change it to renewed if you're doing a renewal. In my case, we did an upgrade to return. I'm going to click on Update next to that. Changing this lease status to updated also releases the asset to be sold potentially as a used machine on another deal. Now this lease has been marked as upgraded. The lead that we're working with in the system is associated with that lease, and all of the paperwork is going to reference that same lease as we go forward with the deal. If you have any additional questions, be sure to call our help desk at 203-262-1611. We hope you learned something in this video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the upcoming tutorials we have on the SalesChain system. SalesChain is on Facebook and LinkedIn. Give us a like or a follow on those platforms so that you don't miss any of our news. Until next time, I'm Matt with SalesChain University. Have a great rest of your day.